Once again, I'm with Francis Friedman from Time and Place Strategies. And we were talking earlier about the hidden benefits of face-to-face marketing. So I wanted to bring that conversation onto the videotape, and let's have that conversation about those hidden benefits.
Yes, Joyce, thank you. Most chief marketing officers, CMOs as they're called, have really not spent time on a trade show floor. Have not spent the time working the floor. They know it needs to be done. It's something under their responsibilities. But they've not spent the time to understand how important face-to-face marketing is in the larger scheme of actually marketing. The tendency today is to move to electronics because it's easy. I can outsource that to an agency. But the difference between face-to-face marketing and an agency-related electronic is the company has to do it itself. In other words, you have to have people in your organization who will go out to do it, because you can't outsource your company's face-to-face marketing. You have to bring the face of your company to the face of your customer. Salespeople do this on a regular basis, especially if they're working in the field, because they go out and meet people face-to-face. However, for face-to-face marketing in the larger sense, because you're going to be looking at tens of thousands potentially for a large show, it needs to be institutionalized as a skill set at the CMO level, just as any other marketing skill set be, whether it's brand management, whether it's data development for media plans or media planning. So face-to-face marketing requires the same kind of intellectual development, if you will, as a skill set, intellectual development as a means of marketing, as any other aspect of marketing. CMOs today have not devoted that kind of attention. I come from a background of working with CMOs. I come from a background of big league executive development, and I have been a big league executive myself. We've spent no time on face-to-face marketing. Yes, it was a program. Yes, it got written in the books. But when we get down to the nitty-gritty of how do we actually train that ambassador, that face-to-face ambassador, it doesn't happen. We do not spend the time at the chief level on marketing skills going down and saying, okay, you're going to be the face of my company for the rest of our clients, rather. We don't do that. Yeah. And what I'm suggesting today is that CMOs need to get behind face-to-face and put the right face in front of the right audience with the right message at the right time and in the right place.
Right. Would you not suggest that not only, we had talked in an earlier segment about bringing the A-team for booth duty, but a lot of times beyond the booth, that you may be eating or networking or whatever, and that's 6 degrees of separation, and how you are by chance having a meeting.
Absolutely.
And so talk to me about.
Absolutely. One of the aspects of face-to-face marketing in a live environment is randomness. The difference between electronic marketing and face-to-face marketing is electronic marketing is linear, sequential. The cameraman and the editor determine what you're going to see. Face-to-face marketing in a trade show environment means that you run into people on a random 3-dimension basis. You could be standing in the coffee line, strike up a conversation, and sell $100 million worth of equipment because that person was somebody that you wanted to see, but randomly ran into him.
Right.
You would never be able to see him through the normal course of events. As a matter of fact, I did a program for a client with chief executive officers. The 2 chief executive officers in this particular program said to each other at the end of the meeting, in the normal course of business, our internal processes would have prevented us from talking to each other. Can you imagine that? Major U.S. clients, major buyer-seller between each other, and the CEOs, because of the process that they had in place, would never be able to talk to each other. Yet here we were at a show, working in a research environment, in essence. It was a kind of a large focus group setup that I had set up. They had a chance to talk to each other, and they said, the 10 minutes that we spent here talking to each other paid for our entire booth activities.
Right, right. So all those activities are going on, and you need to be prepared for them.
You need to be prepared for them, exactly, exactly. You are a walking portfolio for your company. Randomly meeting or specifically meeting by setting appointments at the show, pre-show contacts, all of the tools that organizers provide today. Meeting people who you can do business with in an informal setting that then becomes formal when the deal is closed.
Right. Wise counsel. Thanks, Francis.
Thanks, Joyce.